Alright, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Madden. We have the NFL Week 3 Power Rankings, either post Week 3 or no, post Week 2, beginning Week 3 Power Ranking. Yeah, whatever. So I did add something new to it. I have the records right here, and I have plus and minuses and a number, depending on, where they were last week, if they went up or down. And if I don't say a number, it means they stayed the same. Alright? We're gonna start from worst to first. So the Jaguars are worse, and I'll slowly go my way up to who I think is the best team in the league currently. Number 32, I have Jacksonville Jaguars. 0-2. They didn't really play well against the Broncos. I feel like they only played well in the fourth quarter, and it was too late at that time. Yeah, I mean, not much to really be said. You need a bounce back. 31, I have the Jets, who went down a spot. Jets blown out at home by the Saints. Or not the Saints, the Patriots. I don't know why I said the Saints. It was, 25-6. Yeah, it's not good. Expecting something better. At 30, I have the Lions, 0-2, who dropped down a spot. Lions lost by a decent bit to the Packers. Yeah, that's all that really needs to be said. Hopefully they can bounce back, though. At 29, Falcons, 0-2. I have them going up 2 spots. Put up a relatively good fight against the Buccaneers. They did lose 48-25 in the end, but it's more than I was expecting from them. And maybe, they can keep improving on that play. Start forming a streak. 28, I have the Giants, who are 0-2. Went down a spot. They lost by 1 to the football team. Very close game. Just couldn't bring it away, which wasn't really expecting, Should have, played better. And I'll quickly for you guys scroll down here. Yeah. So Jaguars were worst, followed up by the Jets, followed up by the Lions, followed up by the Falcons, followed up by the Giants. 27, Houston Texans. Did I see 0-3? Okay. Houston Texans. Wasn't expecting them to come away with the win, but I also wasn't expecting it to be that close. Wow, the Texans played pretty well against a Browns team that most people, myself including, have high hopes on. Is this the, the Cinderella story that we, might be seeing? Oh, and the Texans went up a spot. 26, Vikings. Down 1. Vikings lost by 1 to the Cardinals. I was expecting that to be a trap game. It kind of was in the end, except the Cardinals did win. Yeah. Vikings, you need to, push it together. They're 0-2. Team that I have high hopes on is not performing up to expectations. 25. This was a fall from grace for me. The Eagles. Even though they kept it relatively close. 17-11. I don't know. I just feel like I can't put you where you should. I was expecting a not blowout win, but a decent sized win for me against the 49ers. I felt like the 49ers, especially after the running back injuries, you had a huge advantage being at home, them missing the running back. Yeah, just gonna pull it together. 24, the Bengals. -1. Bengals lost in a close game against the Bears. Yeah, it's kind of what I expected. Well, I expected the Bengals win, but I expected a close game. You know, hopefully they can bounce back. They got potential tough outing with the Steelers, who we'll get to on later in this list. Number 23, the team that beat the Bengals, the Bears. You know, they went up a spot. They beat the Bengals. You know, pretty good. Hope we can, you know, turn this momentum into something. You do play the Browns next week, too. So, let's see. 22, our last team without a win, the Colts. Colts put up a very good fight against the Rams. You know, that's all that needs to be said. You know, hopefully they can bounce back next week. You know, that momentum. They barely lost to a Colts team or a Rams team that I have very high hopes on. So, you know, who knows what they could do. But losing their quarterback for I don't know how long could be a rough blow. And they stayed the same in terms of where I put them. 21, Dolphins. 1-1. Down 4 spots. I passed them? No, they are. There they are. Dolphins. They beat a Patriots team who I feel like could potentially sneak into the playoffs. Could potentially be that, you know, that team that was just there and they just missed out. I expected them to, you know, kind of be around that same position, especially with Tua being uncertain. They don't have Ryan Fitzpatrick, who I feel like was their best quarterback last year. Damn. You lost 35-0 to a Bills team at home. Like, was not expecting that. I was expecting at least a fight. I was expecting the Bills to bounce back. I was not expecting them to bounce back that well, but here we are. And at 20, rounding out our 20s, is the New England Patriots. Going down a spot. They beat the Jets. Yippee-ki-yay. You beat the Jets. Zach Wilson did not look good. Who knows? You beat a division rival that badly. I mean, but I have him at 31 on this list for a reason, so you can be one of the, you know, top teams in the league, sure. I'll give you credit where credit's due, but until then, you're gonna have to be content where you are. 19. Football team. I had them down 8 spots. Listen, even though they won, I still think they're one of the best teams in the league. But you barely beat the Giants in my eyes at home, and it was because of a potential bad call where Giants were offside, so yeah. Still think you're good. I feel like I overranked you last week, but hey, that's my power rankings, and I want to fix that, so you're going to be at 19. More, yeah. 18. Chargers. I feel like I have them way too low with this middle section. I mean, there's just so many good teams in my eyes. 1-1. Down 8 spots. They lost to a Cowboys team who I thought they'd be a fluke. I thought that game against the Buccaneers was just, it's just one game. No. Cowboys seem to be one of those competitive teams this year. Listen, I'm happy with it. I feel like the Cowboys need to have their time come sooner rather than later. And, you know, that's happening now, but the Chargers, I mean, I was expecting you to win that game, especially at home, but just couldn't get it done, so yeah. Hope we can bounce back next week, though. Playing against the Chiefs, who we'll get to on later in this. 17, the Seahawks. Once again, I feel like the Seahawks shouldn't be here, but at the same time, there are so many amazing teams out there. So many. Only the top 14 can make the playoffs, and that's kind of where I am right now. I feel like the Seahawks, especially with that division, they have to play. Oh my God, Trapper, quit me out, lad. They have to play tough teams. You know, twice 3 undefeated teams twice a year, and they haven't even played them yet. And they lost to a Titans team who I thought, wouldn't play very well, but they proved me wrong. Maybe that Cardinals game was just, one game. 16. I got the Cowboys. Good job being the Chargers. You seem to be the real deal, but I'm not completely sold yet. I'm, negotiating. I'm negotiating. Trying to put the price a bit more down. This person selling me this product isn't doing a very good job. But, hey, he's working his way up, He's like, oh, he's starting to convince me more. That's what I want. So that's where you are right now. You went up 5 spots. The Seahawks went down 8 spots. I forgot to mention that. You went up 5 spots. Good job. 15. Packers. 1-1. Up 2 spots. The Packers, well, apparently they're up here. Beat a Lions team that I don't have high hopes on pretty easily. The first half they seemed to struggle, but they pieced it together the second half. That's all that matters. Hopefully they can turn this momentum into something. We got a tough outing against the 49ers next week, but who knows? They win, teams might not be hating on them as much. At 14, the Saints. Sorry, you're just gonna have to ignore the background noise. My cat wants attention. I'm refusing to give her it right now. Saints. Down 8 spots. At 14. 1-1. I had them at 6 last week, and they just got destroyed by the Panthers. Listen, the Panthers could be the real deal. I don't know, but Saints, what are you? Jameis Winston, amazing week 1. Horrible week 2. Blew out a team week 1. Got blown out week 2. Like, they're going to be a middle of the pack team at probably best if you keep doing this. I need consistency, and I just don't see it right now. 13, we have the Titans, 1-1. Went up 5 spots. Kudos. You beat the Seahawks in overtime. At the Seahawks Stadium, What else needs to be said? I was not expecting you to win that game. You came out on top. Derrick Henry seems like Derrick Henry. You didn't have a Chandler Jones destroy your life. Well, I mean, to be fair, the Seahawks don't have a Chandler Jones type defensive player. Guess maybe Jamal Adams, but he's not really that high. Anyway, it's a great job. Look forward to seeing what you do against the Colts next week, and seeing, if you are like the Saints and are that up and down team. At 12, our first 2-0 team, the 49ers. Quit meowing. Quit meowing, Trapper. Sorry, you cat Trapper. 49ers 2-0. They went up 3 spots from where they were last week. Being the Eagles team, I wasn't expecting them to be. I was expecting that to be a trap game, but hey, I was wrong. You came out on top. That's all that matters. See how you do next week, though. You got a Packers team who knows? They could be good. They could be bad. You could be good. You could be bad. That's the game I'm excited to see. At 11, we have the Browns who went down 3 spots. The only reason I have the Browns going down 3 spots is because they struggled against the Texans team, who, me, like most people, weren't expecting them to do well. I mean, they have done well, even though they're 1-1. So are the Browns, but you barely beat that Texans team, and I feel like you should be a top 5 team in the league, but you're not playing like it. Expecting something more from you, but hey, you got the Bears next week. That could be your prove-it game. Or, it could be your prove-it game for, not being good. Starting in our top 10, the Broncos. 2-0 plus 2 spots. The Broncos beat an Oak. I should know how you say that. They're not okay. Beating a Jacksonville Jaguars type team called the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, that's really all I have to say. You beat a Jaguars team. You're 2-0. you've beat the Giants and the Jaguars. Like, you've had a somewhat easy schedule so far. You know, once you start playing, you play the Jets next week too. So, you know, I can never be sold on you until you play a team that, you know, up there. At 9, I have the Steelers, 1-1. They went down 4 spots. Where are the Steelers at? Pittsburgh. There you are. Lost to a Raiders team. I was expecting them to win. I expect the Raiders to be a good team, but I wasn't expecting them to be that good. God damn. Derek Carr looks amazing, but we're not here to talk about him right now. Ben Roethlisberger, I mean, they seem to throw it deep a lot now. They went from checkdowns to deep bombs. You need to balance the two, and then I think you'll be that team. Number 8, the Panthers. Up 18 spots. 18. They beat a Saints team. Oh, shoot, I'm sorry. They blew out a Saints team. You just seem like one of the best teams in the league, but at the same time, you also played the Jets week 1 and struggled against them. Listen, you got the Texans next week. I'm expecting a win. But, you know, you haven't really played the best competition. You've played an uncertain Saints team, you're playing an uncertain Texans team, and you're playing a god-awful Jets team. Like, who knows what's going to happen. 7, the Bills, 1-1. They didn't move at all. Consistency. You blew out a Dolphins team, but I just can't move you above these 6 teams, unfortunately. I think you're one of the best teams in the league, but, hey, if one of these 6 teams ahead of you struggles next week, and yeah, I'll move you up. Then 6, we have the Chiefs, 1-1. Quit me out, Trapper. It's okay. I'll give you some love here soon. 1-1, down 5 spots. The fall from grace. You barely lost to a Ravens team who I think, well, they're a run-heavy team, obviously, but you didn't stop the run. That's the reason you lost. You couldn't stop the run. Listen, still think you're one of the best teams in the league. Still think you have the potential to be number 1. But you just gotta, if you prove it against the Chargers, who knows? I'll probably not put you at 1, but I'll definitely move you up. Number 5, the Ravens. 1-1, up 8 spots. Ravens. Alright, where are they? There they are. Beat a very good Chiefs team. On the road. No, wait. No, at home. Sorry. But hey, still, you beat the Chiefs. That's all that matters. You know, let's see how you do next week. You got the Lions. I'm expecting decent stuff nonetheless. Number 4. Also that was the last 1-1 team. We only have 2-0 teams. The Raiders. Congratulations. You know, up 10 spots. That's pretty good. You beat a Steelers team I was not expecting you to beat. And you know what you did? Proved me wrong. You know, that was a fluke, or if you're a real deal, look at Derek Carr. You seem to have that quarterback. Played the Dolphins next week, who sucked week 2, but hey, you know, if he beat the Dolphins, then by a decent bit, then it'll almost guarantee you're a real deal. At 3, we have the Cardinals, who went up a spot. Didn't do very well against the Vikings, but hey, I felt like it was a trap game. It played like a trap game, but they ended up winning the trap game anyway. They didn't lose like I was expecting them to potentially do, but hey, you struggled It's okay. You gotta bounce back against the Jaguars next week. If you don't play well, then we'll know if you're the real deal or not. And number 2, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You beat a Falcons team I was not expecting to be good. You beat them okay. I was expecting a blowout, but hey, a win's a win, and it was a decent-sized win. It's not good for number 1 in my eyes, but hey, I wouldn't be complaining about number 2. Number 1, the Rams. They beat a very good Colts defense of my team on the road. Even though their quarterback got injured, the Colts quarterback did, not the Rams. Still played well. I expect you to be the best team in the league. I expect it to be between you and the Buccaneers, and guess what? You two play on week 3, so this is, I think, week 3. Let me see. Notes. Where's the Buccaneers or the Rams? Yep. You play each other. That's going to decide who's the number 1 team in my eyes, so if you win, good job. If you lose, you'll probably still be top 10, but you won't be number 1. Alright. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys agree with my power rankings. Let me know what you thought. You finally decided to calm down. Once I'm doing my outro, you want to be part of the video. Alright. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you thought in the comments. And hey, I got a PS5 now, so I have this video, I have a tier list, and I have a prediction video. And all after that, every video will be on the PlayStation 5.